First, the good news. All right, I got the radiator out, fan shroud, and the electric fan, and I've got the battery disconnected. The ground is disconnected from the battery, but I got to disconnect it from the battery, or from the motor down there. The fuel lines need to be disconnected, and then I got to take the headers off. And then I got one motor mount left that I got to loosen. And the way I've got these is I've got them completely loose, and all I have to do is reach down there and just push it, and it should fall right out. So other than that, I'll disconnect this cable here for the carburetor, and then we should be able to pull this out, because I got the transmission, the bolts that hold that in, I got those out. And then I discovered on the driver's side, when I was under the car, the driver's side floors look perfect. And then I went to the passenger side and I found some stuff that looks horrible. So first off, this right here, this looks bad. And I hadn't noticed it because it was under this paint, and I noticed that this paint looked bubbly, and that's always a sign of rust, and it looks bad. And then back here, same thing, I noticed, bubbly. So I pushed it with my finger went right through. So this car's pretty rusted up, and that's fine. I mean, it went through a lot of winters, but this floor on this side looks horrible. Absolutely horrible. What floor? So it looks bad, but I really only need the engine and trans out of this car, and the rear end is a 373, so I'll keep that too. But this was my first car, and I drove it through a lot of winters, and this side on base had speed bumps before you drove onto base, and they would always drag on the bottom of the car. So this is what happens. And like I said, those Midwest winters, I would drive this every day to work through every snowstorm imaginable. So I guess the car could be in even worse shape, but still, it's pretty bad. But I just got to get that one motor mount out, so then we're good, and I can start working on everything else in the engine that needs to be disconnected. So, and I solved the second gen Trans Am's leaking issues. So they all leak, and I'm going to make a video about this, but they all leak in a very specific spot. And I'm going to go ahead and make a video about that.